90.3 Nigeria info. 22 minutes gone past 12 noon. And am I excited to be here with you on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, Thursday the 22nd day in the month of July 2021. My name is Denise Dennis, and from now up until 3 p.m., we're going to be on a conversation journey together. I look forward to that, and I am certain you are looking forward to that as well. We start the ride with a stop at purchasing stolen goods in Nigeria junction. We need to pick up a few things from that junction: phones, gadgets, computers, cars, wristwatches, jewelry, electronics. These are items some of us have bought from individuals and even online stores without knowing that they were stolen. So many things can go wrong when a person is found to be in possession of stolen property. This is because the law punishes not only the thief, but any person who aids the thief either by purchasing the stolen items or by keeping them safe for the alleged thief. This is aimed at discouraging stealing. I will share a story at that junction shortly, and after I'm done sharing the story, we'll try to have a conversation at the junction for a bit. Are we consciously aiding and abating the crime of theft and sales of stolen goods in Nigeria? 2, when we purchase things at a relatively cheap price, do we inquire about how the goods were obtained? And finally, how do we guard ourselves from the purchase of stolen goods? We hope that at that junction we will be refreshed and we're able to move on to the next junction. Well, that will be after a stopover at the news update at 1 p.m. And then the next junction will be on your name and your personality. Does your name have an effect on your personality? Our final junction today for the journey will be at Mind, Body and Soul Street. And then at 3 p.m. we will have a reverse today, and that will be the end of our journey. I look forward to a smooth sail, and I hope you do too. Keep the phone numbers handy, because for every of this conversation at these various junctions, you will be able to be a part of it by calling 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007, and 0817 923 0009, which is the female caller line. Our WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. Yes, you can also watch me live on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Fasten your seatbelt, as I will be right back.
When knowledge meets action, information liberates. How informed do you need to be to thrive in a fast-changing world?
Listen to experts only.
Keep it dial locked on 92.3 Nigeria Info for the best of news, talk, and sports 24/7.
I am listening. Are you?
Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001.
It's natural to have different ideologies. We tend to see things from different perspectives. So, share your views on the sunny side as we make room for philosophical, ethical, and thought-provoking discussions. The sunny side, 12 noon to 3 p.m., Monday to Friday. Coming soon.
without further ado, the journey has started. Purchasing stolen goods in Nigeria. I did say I was going to share a story with us. So, story. Once upon a time, there was a man. Let's call this man Dennis. Dennis was a phone repairer. His shop is stationed somewhere in Port Harcourt. Let's call the place maybe Rumukrushi. Dennis was at his store one afternoon. I think it was a Saturday afternoon, and policemen came to his store and arrested him. And when he pressed on to ask, why am I being arrested? He said that the phone he is repairing or was repairing was a stolen phone, and he was reported, hence they are coming out to arrest him. And he says, well, I don't know who owns the phone. How I was approached by so and so person to fix the phone. And my job is the job of a phone repairer. I don't buy phones. I don't sell phones. I only repair phones. So this phone was given to me to be repaired. Now, after much investigation, it was discovered that the person that even gave him the phone was not the thief. The person had bought the phone from someone else and had to fix some things, and that was what Dennis, was trying to fix. But then again, he was arrested and taken to the police station. Long story short, he had to bail himself. After, of course, one of the policemen was quite kind to say, well, if you look at it, really, this guy really didn't have anything to do with it. Let him go. However, he has to pay something because he cannot go empty. And that was how he paid the something and was set free. Dennis is just one of the several Nigerians that may have been victims of the crime of purchasing a stolen goods or a stolen products. It could be phones like Dennis, it could be gadgets, it could be computers, maybe even cars, the cars that cars, wrist watches. What about jewelry, gold, diamonds? What about electronics, television, laptops, some home appliances? These items some of us have bought from individuals and even online stores. Yes, even online stores. Those stores you go Google, where can I buy car in Port Harcourt? They say, and then they open up a platform, and then you see different brands of cars, and then you ask to see the car, and then you make payments and all of that. Even online stores, we have bought stolen goods without even knowing. So many things can go wrong when a person is found to be in possession of stolen property. And this is because the law not only punishes the thief, but punishes any other person who aids the thief, either by purchasing the stolen items or by keeping them safe for the alleged thief. Our concern today on the sunny side is by purchasing the stolen items. And this is aimed at discouraging stealing. One of the things that can go wrong when a person is found to be in possession of stolen goods is that such a person may be presumed to be the thief. In law, this is called the doctrine of recent possession. The doctrine runs thus: the man, or in this case, the woman or anybody who is in possession of stolen goods soon after the theft is either the thief or is a receiver of stolen goods, knowing them to have been stolen, unless he gives proper account on how he came into possession of these goods. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk. Are we consciously aiding and abetting the crime of theft and sales of stolen goods in Nigeria? Now, question number 2, many of us may have been victim of, and this is because of the relatively cheap prices of these goods. A phone that is probably worth maybe 500,000 the market is being sold to you at a rate of probably 200,000 naira. And you say, oh, it's a good buy. How did they get the phone? When we purchase things at a relatively cheap price, do we inquire about how the goods are obtained, or we just jump at the opportunity to get something at a very, very cheap price, almost free in some cases? And final question is, how do we guard ourselves from purchase of stolen goods? This is The Sunny Side. I am Denise Dennis. Let's talk. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and 0817-923-0009. WhatsApp and Telegram number once again, 0809-030-6416. Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Don't just watch, be a part of the conversation. Do remember to turn down the volume of your radio set. Ida from Nkora, good afternoon.
Yeah, Didi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Didi, the last one, before you get who's come, you show me the receipt first.
The
Let me see
receipt?
the receipt to get your name.
Okay.
And where you get it in. Another one, I can buy a phone that is second hand.
Okay.
My sister, if that phone is second hand, now you're buying that phone for 20,000 naira, and that phone is sold for 50,000 for new one.
Okay.
When you got to problem, you barely accept maybe probably 10,000 naira or 15,000. By the time you go to court cases, because that it will lead you to prison yourself. You're wasting your energy, strength, and everything. You spend almost 30,000 with that 20,000, but it's not 50,000. I've not gotten a new phone.
Oh.
Then maybe you're going to retire it. You're going to retire it in social man. It's not like 55,000 or 50,000. Who is losing? You're losing. So if you don't have the money, you keep the money, or you go to the place, you collect 20,000 naira. They will give you a receipt. Balance of silver that. When you bring the balance, you want to get your food.
Okay.
We should do it like that. We should not be buying stolen goods. It's not good. When they bring television come, you know that they have problem. Check the receipt first.
Check the receipt.
Confirm from the neighbors if you don't know where he's staying. Later on, you go to the compound and ask them, but this one is stay there. They have also problem.
All right. Thank you, Ida. Emelda from Remigbo. Good afternoon, Emelda.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
All right, let's talk.
This issue of stolen phones is becoming continuous. Just yesterday, the plaza where I work, one of those criminals, and stole a phone from a lady, a phone she just got.
Yeah.
And it was very painful. That same day, she wanted to take money from her account, and she found out that they tampered with her money. That same day, it was very painful. Now, what these guys do, they take that phone to this person they sell phones around the Alliance area.
The garrison area.
Yes, and they give it to these guys to unlock the phone. It's really an issue. If they can get to garrison and find out those guys unlock this phone for them, it will save us a whole lot.
Okay, phones are just one of the several items that are stolen and are being. What about cars? What about laptops? What about television, sound systems, and several other gadgets?
That's also part of it. My laptop has been stolen. My laptop before.
Wow.
You know, the laptop I had right when I was in school.
Yeah.
They stole it, and my memories, my documents, everything was in the laptop. It took me time to get it.
So sorry, Imelda. Michael from Rumokrushi. Good afternoon, Michael.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, welcome.
Have you heard about Belgium before?
Belgium, yes, now. Tokumbo.
Okay. Is it possible we can stop anything in Belgium?
Well, you stop everything in Belgium, and I put it to you that another group of persons will be calling to tell you that is their source of livelihood.
Yes. As far as that word Belgium exists,
yeah,
we can't stop that. We can't stop the issue.
Okay.
As far as that word Belgium exists, because I know there was a time I bought a phone.
Yeah.
So I needed to get another one. I have to sell that one I bought. Now, along the line, they stole that phone from the guy. Even that the guy came back to me that I was the one that collected the phone. Now, I asked the guy, did you put any chip on the phone to track the phone?
Yeah.
He said no. I tracked that phone because I know that I put chips in that phone. I thought maybe he would have flushed everything.
Oh, yeah.
I tracked the phone. And I got the phone. Akwa Ibom.
The phone was at Akwa Ibom?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Akwa Ibom. Now, the guy is trace. No people knowing that the guy mistakenly forgot that phone somewhere, and the person, somebody just picked the phone and sold it to another person.
Oh,
that was how the story just. But now the person that bought it from Akwa Ibom bought it under Belgium. You see, that is how. As far as we can't stop this Belgium in this country, this issue of this person stole.
But even if we can't stop the Belgium, what can we do as individuals consciously to ensure that whatever it is we purchase is not stolen? Because some of these Belgium products are genuine. They're from genuine sources. Nigeria Info. Eric, how you doing?
I'm fine.
All right,
Good
welcome.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go ahead, please.
Okay. For me, if I want to sell my thing, I'll sell with the receipt.
The receipt, okay.
But I found myself in this situation where I bought something after like 4 months. Police came for my arrest.
Wow.
Like I was so shocked when the policemen told me that their guy is looking for me in the office. And I told them I don't have any business with other. So the time I got to the office, I will know why they're calling me. And I went and they told me that I bought so things. And I said, yes. But it's not stolen thing because I asked the guy. This guy was telling me, who owns it? He said, his father's own that. The father said they should be stolen.
Okay.
So, I can take them to where I bought it from. So, and I took them to the person and they collected the person. He didn't know that the boy went to steal those things. And at the end of the day, I had to pay myself. After 2 weeks, they said to come and close it. I said, I did not even have safety out. So, what case am I closing?
Wow.
Yeah, since then I have to be careful. I don't even buy things carelessly. If I want to buy that, I need to go to the shop. Or I must know the owner very well. So I buy.
All right. Thank you so much.
That's for everybody.
Oh dear. So sorry about that. Nigerian for
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let's talk.
So my name is Leslie. I'm calling you from 2000.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're talking about stolen goods and stolen food. In that system, it's only God and 7 people. Most times you go to the market to buy things, you don't know which one. You sell it, they will mix it up and call it stolen you. By the time you notice the federal issue.
All right. God will indeed help us. Omasabo Peters on Facebook says, it's not that we are aiding it, but new things are quite expensive, most especially phones and other gadgets. For one to save up to a reasonable amount to be able to achieve a good new phone is not easy. My phone of 40 was stolen, and the guy who stole it sold it at 10K. Can you imagine? Victor says, many Nigerians don't care. I am a victim. I went to Computer Village Ikeja to swap phone. Behold, these guys gave me a stolen phone with tracker, and the owner was searching for me with army. Thank God I gave out the phone before they got to my shop. Most of the second-handed things are stolen, and the innocent man suffers for it. Nigerian lost our call. Nigerian for good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Jenna calling from Oyibo.
You're welcome. How is Oyibo this afternoon?
Yeah, cool. The weather is just cool.
Weather is good. All right, Janet, go ahead.
Because I used to like my mom. Anytime I get a new phone, the first thing she would ask of me, where is the carton?
Where is the carton?
I'll show her the carton. No, the carton of the phone. I will show her the carton. I'll say, where's the receipt? I'll show her the receipt. She'll say, okay. Auntie, I cannot buy a new phone and then she will not ask me of those two things. Then there was this story that happened in the Nether community, my place. There was this girl. She was dating a guy. I never knew that this guy was a kidnapper. And they kidnapped a man, and then they took the phone from the man. Along the line, the man died. They dumped the body once along the road. So the phone they took from the man, he now gave the phone to the girlfriend. And the father was complaining of a phone. Then the girl now took the phone to the father.
Okay.
So did you know that they traced that phone from Port Harcourt down to my village?
Wow.
And they arrested the old man. The man was like, you are the one who gave me the phone. No. They said, okay, don't be panic. Just call your daughter to come home now. You know, saying in the same way. So they tried to pamper the man. The man called the daughter. The daughter arrested the daughter. The daughter was saying that this was the fiancé that gave her the phone. I called the fiancé now. The fiancé is not coming. For like 2 months, the girl was in detention. I was calling the guy. The guy refused to come around because he knows what has happened to that phone. So it's very risky. Us going to have they call it a Belgian phone. It's not good.
Okay, I think we're focusing so much on phones. Let's hear from Richard from Ungbaba. Good afternoon to you, Richard.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good.
All right, welcome. Let's talk.
Yeah, so concerning the Belgian phones and selling you stuff as into stolen items, I think there are ways we can put in place to checkmate that.
Okay.
And they say charity begins at home, so it's individual. If you're poised not to get fake phones or stolen phones, then you make sure you go to designated places that have a reputation to sell good products, even if they are fairly used. For example, the laptops and phones. If there can be designated places where we know that if you go here, these are Belgian phones, these are Belgian laptops, but they are genuine. And if somebody comes to sell their own phone, maybe you're done with your old phone, you want to sell it, they get a good documentation of the person selling the phone to them. So if another person comes to buy that phone, the person knows who he's getting this phone from, and he trusts the people. But when we have a system where we register a company and sell anything, and nothing is being done to check them, then the system is so porous, anything that is stolen can be sold immediately.
Even those designated points can be compromised. For instance, I come to you, and I am Denise Dennis of Nigeria Info, and your mind, you're like, why would Denise bring a stolen phone to me? And I just use the word, I just need money urgently. Distress sale, and that's what they call it, distress sale. And sometimes we are too trusting, and sometimes we are too greedy. We are trusting and greedy at the same time. So because of the person that is bringing the phone, and because of the greediness, because I say that this is a distress sale, I have 10,000 naira to buy the phone sharp, knowing fully well that I will sell that phone for 100,000 naira. I don't care. I collect the phone from you, and I sample it in my shop, waiting for who will come and buy the phone 100,000. Because for me, it's a very good buy. So I take advantage of the other person without even realizing that the other person may be a criminal. So can you man die?
I think. Yeah, I get your point, but I think there's still more that can be done.
Okay.
If somebody comes to me with such phone, I can decide to take down your INI.
Okay.
Just get something to track you.
Oh.
So no matter how urgent it is, let me get something to track you. Then I think the aspect is that greed. See, there are so much people out there. They say the natural Nigerian guy is greedy. So it's easy for people to just want to buy it and maneuver. But if the government can do something, if a stolen phone is tracked to your shop, there should be sanctions or things that should be done to them that will be weighty enough to make people not desire getting stolen phones, or at least getting enough information about the product before they take it for sale.
Right,
that's my take on that.
Thank you so much, Richard. Documentation, proper documentation. Do we really care about these things? I want to buy laptop sharp. I need a phone. My phone just crashed, and I need a phone urgently. And I go online, and I say, if this is not limited to stores or individuals, this happens online. You buy a car today. You see it for a very reasonable price. You go check out the car, and the car is almost good or new. And then you ask for the buyer, and the buyer tells you it's a distress sale. Oh, I'm trying to move out of the country, so I am selling off things. And then you make payments. You carry your car. You are driving. Along the way, someone stops you. Sometimes, even without the plate number, someone who owns a car is able to identify his car with or without a plate number, and is able to give the police enough proof to show that this car actually belongs to me. The engine number is there, the person has his own document, and several other things as pointers that this is, and you're like, no, I just bought it from someone, and the person says it was a distress sale, or you're going to show us the person. You're calling the person, the line is switched off. You get to the point of sales, you don't find the person anymore. Emeka, how you doing? Good afternoon to you.
Afternoon. Okay, I wanted to contribute on your discussion.
Feel free, go ahead.
Okay, based on getting this fairly used item, I think it all boils down on where you find what makes someone decide to go for the fairly used. Most times the money might not be at hand at that particular time. Let's say, for instance, last 2 weeks ago, my television was broken by one of my daughters.
Okay.
And I went for the new one. It's about 200, and so at that moment there was no money to get it. I went to Elabuchi where they sell television. I got it for 95,000, and I saved cost. But I was careful of where I'm getting it. I had to go to the shop, not on the roadside that tomorrow police will start chasing and all that. So most times it depends on where you are getting it. So if the money is there, I think it's better to go for the new ones.
The brand new ones.
Yeah.
Even the brand new ones too. You may want to be careful. Anyway, thank you so much, Emeka. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you. Apologies, we lost our call. For all those sending messages via WhatsApp, I apologize. For some reason, we are unable to access your WhatsApp messages. I'm sure that soon and very soon we'll be able to access them, and we'll read them. Do remember we are live on Facebook. Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Nigeria Info, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good morning.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. I'm really enjoying the program. I want to contribute on my own because I have been a victim of such circumstance.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I once bought a phone from a friend without knowing that thing was a stolen phone. All of a sudden, I was tracked down and arrested. I'm telling you that I spent up to 500,000 naira on that case.
500,000 naira.
I'm telling you. They arrested me with 280,000 naira in my pocket. Before you know, police said that it's part of an exhibit.
It's part of what? Exhibit.
It's an exhibit. Whereas they met me in my shop where I was selling something.
Well, what were you selling when they met you?
I was in my shop. They arrested me.
Okay.
And so my eyes, they might not bought 40,000 naira and bought fuel as they claim.
Wow.
After all the investigation, they found out that I'm just a victim of circumstance.
Did they refund your money?
They were even as they arrested the guy that sold the phone and then confirmed that yes, he is the one that sold the phone to me directly. Still, the officer, they said that I will get myself because of how they see I was just getting prices, that I will get myself with a sum of 1 million naira.
Wow, so sorry.
After begging and everything, my younger brother, they asked whether he knows me, and then he was like, told them that I traveled. They only arrested him, saying that he refused to tell them where I was at that moment, and he brought himself with 100,000 naira.
Oh dear.
So all this thing now, the only thing there is that if police know the truth, which I know that they know the truth, why should they keep on persecuting the victims, knowing that the victims fall out of circumstances?
Well, how do you prove that you were a victim of circumstances?
The person that told it confirmed said he is the one that told it to me, that I have nothing to do with the phone.
Nothing to do with the phone.
Is it not a good evidence to prove that? And secondly, they deny me even contacting to my people for up to get it to 1 week.
1 full week. So sorry there. Hello, good morning. It's afternoon actually. My name is Terry from Mahoda. This issue of phone has once put me in trouble where my phone was stolen and I saw it in another person. Well, the person is a thug. I approached him and almost got beaten up. Okay, now. Good afternoon, Didi. To be honest with you, a lot of Nigerians like buying second-hand properties even when they know they are stolen items. Just imagine a situation where a person buys a phone for 100,000 naira at the rate of 10,000 naira or 15,000 naira. As for me, such people should be sent to jail for aiding and abetting. Iruka asking for Mumokri Krushi. But how do you prove that this person indeed knows that the phone was stolen? Regarding phones, do not buy used phone for any reason. Even if it's a touch phone you can afford. Be content with your level and work hard to move up later. I don't even give out my used phone because of how sensitive it is. I keep all my used phones in an archive. The best I do is to gift you a new phone if I can. For other items, whether new or Belgium, go to a retail outlet and buy and always collect receipt. These retail outlets can give you a receipt. I don't want to mention any phone brand because it will look like I'm doing free adverts for them. But even some of the very, very expensive phones we go and buy at these retail outlets. I once made a discovery and realized that some of the phones we think are even brand new are not brand new. Some of them are refurbished, others are actually stolen, and whoever stole the phone was able to crack the code and made it seem like it was new. And of course, these people are trying to, it's their market, it's their business, it's what they are doing. So we focus so much on phones. Someone mentioned television. What about jewelry? Yes. Those bling bling we like to wear to look peng. What about jewelry? What about wristwatches? What about cars? Never been a victim of purchasing a stolen car. Someone mentioned laptop and other things. But the question remains, are we consciously aiding and abetting the crime of theft and sales of stolen goods in Nigeria? Because the truth of the matter is, for any business to thrive, the business requires customers. If people are not buying, the business will automatically fall. I open a shop today and I say I am selling microphones, for instance. And nobody comes to buy the microphones. What happens to me? I close shop because I am not making sales. There's no need continuing with a business that is not bringing profit for me. But when I have customers, these customers are helping my business to thrive. And some of us have said that Nigerians like cheap things. And I can attest to that fact. In the month of June, for some reason, I had to sell off everything in my house. And I put it up on my social media handles and I wrote Awoof sales. Or like clearance sales, Awoof sales, or some of... My dear, you need to see how many people chatted me up because they wanted to buy, including a brand new generator set that had never been used. I didn't have the need for it because I was always having constant power. Most of them, even saying how reasonable the prices were, prices they couldn't get from anywhere else in the world for the quality of things I was selling. I'm talking furniture, dining, bed and everything. Were still coming to price me as if I'm selling granules and sachet water. Now, I noticed something from that entire, will I call it incident or venture? Some people were insisting on seeing who owned them and only bought when they realized that they actually indeed belonged to me. I was the one selling. I told them where to come and meet me. They came, they saw it. And the good news was that I had the receipts of everything. So for everyone that made a purchase, as you picked your item, I confirmed payment, I handed the receipt over to you, and you were seeing my name and the date it was bought and everything. For every item sold, the original receipt from the first purchase, I couldn't give them another receipt, right? So if they were going to be stopped on the way, they could easily just say, I just bought this stuff from one lady. She's doing clearance sale. She's moving out of her house, and this is the receipt. But some of us never ever ask for receipts. We just buy, and we're so happy and excited that we've made a good purchase, and off we go. Surely, that's the end of the matter. How did you get it? Nobody cares. Now, before a person is presumed to be the thief, the proximity of time of the possession to the theft will be considered. If a person is found to be in possession of stolen property soon after a theft or an armed robbery is reported, the law would most likely presume such a person to be the thief unless there exists a logical and compelling explanation for being in possession of the stolen property. Where no explanation is given as to how a person came to be in possession of the stolen property, or where the explanation given is untrue, then such a person will be presumed to be the thief. A person who is presumed to be a thief or an armed robber for being in possession of stolen property would bear the punishment prescribed by the law for stealing or armed robbery. A person found to be in possession of stolen property may also be charged with the offense of receiving stolen property. Now, there are things that can be used to prove, or things you can prove before a person can be convicted for stealing or receiving stolen property. 1, that the property in question is stolen property. 2, that the accused received or retained such property. 3, that the person did so dishonestly. And 4, that he or she knew or had a reason to believe that the property was stolen and yet received it into his or her possession. The law takes cognizance of the fact that exchange of goods is part of commercial activity. Thus, in determining if a person is guilty of receiving stolen property, the courts will usually be guided by the consideration of whether a person knew or ought reasonably to have known that the property was dishonestly obtained or stolen. So what do we need to do for ourselves? Most of you have said receipt. Yes, receipt is very important. Getting the receipts for those things. Endeavor to always obtain receipts for items purchased. This is particularly very important when items purchased from individuals, especially strangers or persons with whom you are not familiar with. Now also, when a person who is offering an item for sale is not a dealer of the item he is offering for sale, it is prudent to ask questions as to how he or she came about the goods, how you take get them, where you buy them, how did you get it. If the answers provided are not satisfactory, it is best not to purchase the goods. Then, another pointer, the price at which an item is purchased is very crucial. It is important to conduct a market price or a market survey in order to have an idea of the market value of that which you want to buy. If the price at which you are being offered the goods is ridiculously lower than the market price, then you have to be on your guard and inquire as to why it is this cheap. And the most things you will hear is a distress sale. I just need money for something sharp. That's what you hear. As much as it is practicable, purchase of goods should be during the day and in an open manner, not in a covert manner, not done in secrecy. And if it is very possible, and I know this is very possible, please buy things from supermarkets or marts, because it's the best option to buying goods from hawkers and people selling than people selling on the highways. This is because should there be any issue as regards the item purchase, you might not be able to trace these hawkers. It will be difficult to explain that you bought the goods not knowing that they were stolen. But when you buy them in an open market, you can always take the police to wherever it is you purchase them from. Time will not permit me to take more calls, but I do believe that I would be able to read some more messages after the news update at 1. My name is Denise Dennis, and this is the Sunny Side on the Talk Station of the Nation, 90.3 Nigeria Info. Just stay tuned to us.